So 3 years back, I used to be a real hippie. Hair this long, guitar in my hand, demonstrating against the bad things in this world. And one demonstration actually changed my life. It was the demonstration against Primark. We thought it was just not okay for clothes to be this cheap and for wages to be that bad. Because we had this flyer in our hand that said, of every product you buy, only 3% of the price actually goes to the people making them. Imagine what that means for the producers. And I thought, why can I not just send them some money? Like, I tip somebody in a restaurant every day. Why can I not tip these people? And I looked around at the other solutions, and they have good intentions, but they're all built in the last century. So basically, they have huge overheads, and it's just a black box where money goes in and nobody knows where it goes out. And actually, evidence shows that the impact on wages is 0 to none. So, and I grew so frustrated with this that I thought there must be a solution out there. And then I found blockchain technology. We can send money around the globe in a safe and transparent manner. Let's use this for something good. And I'm so happy to stand here in front of you and say that we are actually making this possible right now. We call it TipMe. It's the first direct and transparent tipping system from you, the customer, to the people that make your product. By doing this, we can enhance wages and living conditions of workers around the globe with global tips. If you give a tip of, let's say, 10%, you can increase wages by 250%. This makes us the only service worldwide that can ensure living wages in the supply chain. And this is completely unique because for the first time, we connect both ends of the supply chain, the consumer and the producer. The whole system is transparent per default, and we have maximum security because we leave out the middlemen. And that's a win for all stakeholders. Obviously, the farmers are happy with higher wages. The customers really appreciate this good feeling of knowing where their money goes, and companies are rewarded with customer loyalty and higher traction. So how does this work? In all of our partner shops, you can add a small token to your shopping cart, which is then passed on to the farmers. In the background, we have a nice architecture, which is basically tips given that are then converted into tokens. These tokens are then passed on via state channels to the mobile wallets of the farmers. That means we can minimize the cost of global transactions, and they can then cash them out in their local currency. And why we were building this on Eternity blockchain is that all these features are crucial for us are built into the system. And a thing that we're looking into the long run is actually the oracles, which are unique on Eternity, because we can use them for farmers to register new farmers in a whole new model. Okay, so that's an interesting project, but is there a market for this? Is this a problem worth solving? Well, e-commerce is on the rise, and as we can buy something with only one click and have no idea who produced it, we are less attached to the things we buy. So me and my generation, we focus more and more on conscious consumption. For us, buying something is also making a statement and showing who you are. And you can see that in the numbers of fair trade. And actually, this lifestyle of health and sustainability has grown into a mass market. In Germany alone, we're talking about 300 billion euro revenue, with a fourth of the population actually having this lifestyle, and it's constantly growing. So let's take a look at these consumers. So basically, they're higher in social status and more modern in their mindset. They are between 23 and 37 years old, have a low to middle income, and what they care about is traveling, health, and a sense of purpose in their life. And this purpose, they also express with the consumption choices they make. And we can see that this is a model that's working really well. I'll just take one example, Lemonade. They have mass adoption, a really good product, and 2 million euros of donations to development aid. The problem here is the amazing story they create, the amazing social impact, is only narrowed down to their specific product. What we do is fairness as a service. We create this social impact and this marketing asset for every company that fits our values. Okay, so nice idea, but would anybody use that? We didn't want to look ourselves, so we made the University of Economics do it for us. They asked 220 people, and of them, nearly 100, that's over 40%, said they would use this. Because it's truly transparent, the money actually goes where it should, and they just like this feeling of giving something back. But talking is good, testing is better. That's why last week we sent our first tip to Brazil. Within 26 hours, we actually reached our hard cap and got amazing feedback from our community. So we have a customer product fit. Are companies willing to pay for this? Yes, we have a business model we discussed with the companies, and they agreed to license fees, provisions on given tips, and a token sponsoring model. On top, we will build an affiliate program for traffic for small companies, because that's really what small companies need, traction. And we can offer that. Bigger companies, they're looking for a unique marketing asset. And since we're the only ones that can ensure living wages in the supply chain, we can ensure that also. Existing labels are a new partner for us, and they acquire new companies because they like TipMe as a new extra feature. So this has worked really well for us. We have these partners in place, and since in the last 4 weeks, we've actually acquired 2 new ones. Since things are going really well, this is the growth we're expecting with our break-even at year 4 and first revenue. This is what we've learned so far. We have amazing attention from media and customers with our TEDx talk. We went to factories, we talked to companies, and we won the Fairtrade Award and talked to NGOs. So we have already sent our first tip, so we're really ready to go. We're just wrapping up everything so we can send our first tip at the start of 2019, and then get the bigger customers we are already in touch with to get a big use case out there and get ready to scale. This is our media coverage. This is our team. Robin has experience in supply chain management at Ford and public transport of Cologne. Kai has led teams for Red Bull and Nike. He has 8 years of experience in digital product design and marketing campaigns. I have a background in founding and sustainable business. We have leads for CTOs. We have companies that want to build our prototype. We have advisors from Parity, GIZ, and SAP. So this is our opportunity. This is your opportunity, actually, because we have everything ready. We have the customers, we have the companies, we have the media attraction. This is a use case that can show the world what blockchain is capable of, and it can create a profit for you and others. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I have one simple question, which gets asked often also to other projects. That is, how do you prevent that farmers, for example, have set up multiple personalities and try to get more out of this?
Of course. So basically, we're working on the long-term vision. We want oracles and proof of human to take that care for us. That's going to be a really interesting use case. We're looking in with the Development Ministry of Germany and Ape Unit. But for now, we're basically working with existing partners that just set up a list, basically, of all the workers that are in place.
Perfect. Thank you.
Do we have questions from the audience, maybe? If not, that was a great presentation.